أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum dear viewers of JemeilTv. Welcome back once again. Today we will discuss the historical background of Surah Al-Fil. We have been studying the commentary of Surah Al-Fil, the 105th chapter of Quran. It reflects on a significant event involving the Kaaba in Mecca. This event occurred during a time when the Christian kingdom of Abyssinia, with support from the Byzantine Empire, invaded Yemen. Their motivation was primarily economic and political, aiming to control the lucrative trade routes. Abraha, a key figure, rose to power in Yemen and aspired to spread Christianity in Arabia while capturing vital trade routes. This backdrop sets the stage for the surah, emphasizing God's divine protection of the Kaaba and the significance of the message brought by Prophet Muhammad in a changing regional landscape. To achieve this objective, Abraha built in Sana'a, the capital of Yemen, a magnificent cathedral called by the Arabian historian as Al-Qalis, Al-Qulas or Al-Qulas. This word being an Arabic version of Greek word Ekklesia, church. According to Muhammad bin Ishaq, after having completed the building, he wrote to the Nigals, saying, I shall not rest until I have diverted the Arab pilgrimage to it. Ibn Kasir writes that he openly declared his intention in Yemen and got it publicly announced. He, in fact, wanted to provoke the Arabs into doing something which should provide him with an excuse to attack Mecca and destroy the Kaaba. Muhammad bin Ishaq says that an Arab enraged at this public proclamation somehow went into the cathedral and defiled it. Ibn Kasir says this was done by a Qurayshite, and according to Muqatil bin Sulaiman, some young men of the Quraysh had set fire to the cathedral. Either might have happened, for Abraha's proclamation was certainly provocative, and in the ancient pre-Islamic age, it cannot be impossible that an Arab or a Qurayshite youth might have been enraged and might have defied the cathedral or set fire to it. But it may well also be that Abraha himself got this done secretly by his own agent so as to have an excuse for invading Mecca and thus achieving both his objectives by destroying the Quraysh and intimidating the Arabs. In any case, whatever happened, when the report reached Abraha that the devotees of the Kaaba had thus defiled his cathedral, he swore that he would not rest until he had destroyed the Kaaba. So in 570 or 571 AD, he took 60,000 troops and 13 elephants, according to another tradition 9 elephants, and set off for Mecca. On the way, first a Yemenite chief, Dahu Nafr by name, mustering an army of the Arabs, resisted him but was defeated and taken prisoner. Then in the country of Hassam, he was opposed by Nufail bin Habib al-Hassam with his tribe, but he too was defeated and taken prisoner. And in order to save his life, he accepted to serve him as guide in the Arab country. When he reached near Taif, Bani Saqif felt that they would not be able to resist such a big force, and feeling the danger lest he should destroy the temple of their deity Lat too, their chief Masood came out to Abraha with his men, and he told him that the temple was not the temple he had come to destroy. The temple he sought was in Mecca, and they would send him there. Abraha accepted the offer and Bani Saqif sent Abu Rijal as guide with him. When they reached Al-Mughamiz, a place about 3 miles short of Mecca, Abu Rigal died, and the Arabs stoned his grave, and the practice survived to this day. They cursed the Bani Saqif too, for in order to save the temple of Allah, they had cooperated with the invaders of the house of Allah. According to Muhammad bin Ishaq from Al-Mughammaz, Abraha set forward his vanguard and they brought him the plunder of the people of Tihama and Quraysh, which included 200 camels of Abdul Muttalib, the grandfather of the Holy Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then he sent an envoy of his to Mecca with the message that he had not come to fight the people of Mecca but only to destroy the house, that is the Kaaba. If they offered no resistance, there would be no cause for bloodshed. Abraha also instructed his envoy that if the people of Mecca wanted to negotiate, he should return with their leading chief to him. The leading chief of Mecca at that time was Abdul Muttalib. The envoy went to him and delivered Abraha's message. Abdul Muttalib replied, "We have no power to fight Abraha. This is Allah's house. If he will save his house." The envoy asked him to go with him to Abraha. He agreed and accompanied him to the king. Now, Abdul Muttalib was such a dignified and handsome man that when Abraha saw him, he was much impressed. He got off his throne and sat beside him on the carpet. Then he asked him what he wanted. Abdul Muttalib replied that he wanted the king to return his camel which he had taken. Abraha said, "I was much impressed when I saw you, but your reply has brought you down in my eyes. You only demand your camels, but you say nothing about this house, which is your sanctuary and the sanctuary of your forefathers." He replied, "I am the owner of my camel, and I am requesting you to return them. As for the house, it has its own owner. He will defend it." When Abraha said that he would not be able to defend it against him, Abdul Muttalib said that they are rested between him and him. Said that rested between him